Is it visible clearly? Please message me outside the chat box.
Yes, sir.
Right. Today we will discuss about the structure of the cell wall and cell membrane. The structure of cell wall and cell membrane. So the cell wall combination is varies depending upon types of a plant species. The cell wall is outermost layer in plant cells. So based on the presence or absence of cell wall, the two types of organisms are there in the living world: the plants and animals. As per linear system of classification, how many kingdoms were there in the linear system of classification?
Two kingdom.
Yes, very good. What are they? One is plantae, and second one is the
Animalia.
Animalia.
Animalia. As per linear system of classification, right? As per Whittaker system of classification,
Five kingdom.
right? There one is Monera, second Protista, third one is fungi, fourth one is plantae, and
Animalia.
Animalia. Right. So in algae, the cell wall, already know the chemical combination of cell wall in fungi. We have learned about the characteristics of fungi. Okay, in fungi, the cell wall is made of
Cellulose plus pectin.
very good.
Cellulose plus pectin. Chitin, sir.
Polysaccharides. Chitin and polysaccharides. Right. Whereas in algae, the cell wall is made of the algin, agar, cellulose, hemicellulose, galactans, mannans, minerals like calcium carbonate, carrageen. So algin, already know the chemical combination. Algin is present in Phaeophyceae class of algae. Right. In this chapter, the given chemical combinations in algae, the cell wall is consist of cellulose, galactans, mannans, and minerals like as calcium carbonate. Cellulose, galactans, mannans, minerals like as calcium carbonate.
Sir, even hemicellulose, no, sir.
Hemicellulose is also present, but as per NCERT, not mentioned regarding this. Actually, hemicellulose is also present, but as per NCERT, the given chemical combination in this chapter, cellulose, galactans, mannans, minerals like as calcium carbonate. Is it clear now? In kingdom,
Sir, is it the composition of the cell wall or cell membrane, sir?
Cell wall.
Okay, sir.
In kingdom plantae, the chemical combination, the given chemical combinations, the algin is present in which class of algae?
Phaeophyceae.
Phaeophyceae, very good. Agar,
Rhodophyceae, sir.
Rhodophyceae, sir. Gracilaria gelidium.
Right, Rhodophyceae. Next, carrageen.
So that also P of IC.
Road of IC.
Algin and Cavag, Algin is obtained from PFIC class of algae, Cavag is from the
Road of IC, sir. Road of IC.
PFIC. So the chemical combinations are varies depending upon the algae. As for NCERT, in this chapter, the given chemical combination in algae, cellulose, galactans, mannans, minerals like as calcium carbonate. Right, remaining plants, the remaining plant species, the cell wall is made up of remaining plants. The 5 groups of plants were there in kingdom Plantae. The algae cell wall is made of cellulose, galactans, mannans, and minerals like as calcium carbonate. Whereas in the remaining plant species, the cell wall is made up of cellulose, hemicellulose, pectins, and proteins. Have you written the chemical combination? The remaining plants, algae, the chemical combination is cellulose, galactans, mannans, and minerals like as calcium carbonate. The remaining plant species, the cell wall is chemically made up of cellulose, hemicellulose, pectins, and proteins. Have you written the chemical combination, the remaining plants of kingdom Plantae, right? So in algae, the cell wall is made up of, regarding objective point of view, based on the chemical combination, in algae, the cell wall is made up of, option 1 is cellulose, option 2 is galactans, option 3 is mannans and minerals like calcium carbonate, option 4 is all of them. What is
Option
that?
for all of the above.
All of them. Very good. Right, in plants, the except algae, the remaining group of the plants, the cell wall is made of, option 1 is cellulose, option 2 is hemicellulose, option 3 is pectins and proteins, option 4 is all of them.
All
All of them.
Option 4, all of the above.
Option 4 is the correct answer, right? So chemical combinations important.
Sir, hemicellulose means some component of cellulose is present, no, sir?
Hemicellulose,
Means some components of cellulose is present, or other nutrients also present, sir, in hemicellulose.
that is
the difference between cellulose and hemicellulose.
hemicellulose is that the simpler consists of less number of sugar molecules, cellulose more number.
Okay, sir.
More number of
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right. Here the combination is only that important cell wall combination. Okay, chemical structure is not required. So the algae, the chemical combination of cell wall is cellulose, galactans, mannans, minerals like calcium carbonate.
So what about hemicellulose in algae? It do not contain.
Now in algae also present, but as per NCERT not given. Hemicellulose is also present in algae, but as per NCERT, the given chemical compositions in cell wall, cellulose, galactans, mannans, minerals like calcium carbonate. Is it clear?
Hemicellulose is present in very small quantity, sir.
Hemicellulose?
Sir, is it present in very small quantity in cell wall, sir?
Yes, it's present in cell wall of.
So what about the quantity I'm asking? Sir, is it small or is it less?
That is depending upon the tissues. For example, in the parenchyma, that meristematic cell, in a meristematic cell, the cell wall is consists of cellulose only. Meristematic cell, meristematic tissue, the cell wall is consists of cellulose. Whereas in the malignant tissues, parenchyma along with the cellulose, hemicellulose also present. Cellulose, hemicellulose. Whereas in collenchyma, the cell wall is consist of pectin, cellulose, hemicellulose, pectin. In sclerenchyma, the cell wall is consist of the sclerenchyma cells. The cell wall is consist of cellulose, less amount, cellulose, hemicellulose, and lignin.
Lignin.
More amount of lignin is present.
Lignified.
Lignin, yes. In cork or phellum tissue, the cell wall is consist of more amount of suberin. In sclerenchyma, the cell wall is consist of more amount of the lignin. Where in the meristematic cells, the cell wall is consist of cellulose, immature cells. Cellulose to hemicellulose. Depending upon the cells, tissues, the cell wall composition is varies.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Is it? All right. So here in this chapter, the given chemical composition in algae, cellulose, galactans, mannans, minerals like calcium. Whereas in the remaining plants of kingdom Plantae, the cell wall is consist of cellulose, hemicellulose, pectins, proteins. Right. So lignin or suberin is not required. Right, which is the outermost layer in plant cells? Cell wall or cell membrane?
Cell wall.
Cell wall, right. Cell wall is the outermost layer. The chemical composition of cell wall is varies depending upon plant species. So, what is the function of cell wall? The cell wall gives the different shape to the cells.
Structural support.
Yes, it gives the different shape to the cell. Cell wall gives different shape, and it is also
Protects from mechanical injury.
yes protection, and it prevents from mechanical damage. Gives protection to the inner parts. So, how many main parts are present in a plant cell? How many main parts are there in the plant cell? Two. Very good. What are they? One
Cell
is,
wall and protoplasm.
very good. One is cell wall, and second one is protoplasm or protoplasm. Protoplasm is differentiated into
Cell membrane, nucleus, cytoplasm.
very good. Cell membrane. Cell membrane. Next, nucleus,
Cytoplasm.
cytoplasm. So cytoplasm is consist of various cell organs, like as already you know that the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, mitochondria. Right. So cell wall gives protection and gives different shape. It gives protection. It prevents from mechanical damage. So it's about the function of cell wall. The cell wall is consistent in the mature cells. In the mature cells, the cell wall is consist of 3 layers. What are they? The outermost layer is middle lamella. What is the outermost layer?
Middle lamella.
Middle lamella. The middle lamella is made up of calcium pectate. Calcium pectate. Write it down and highlight the chemical composition of middle lamella. And the next layer is primary wall. Primary wall. In immature cells, the cell wall is consist of 2 layers. One is middle lamella and second one is the primary wall. Middle lamella is made of chemically made of the calcium pectate. The primary wall is present just beneath the middle lamella. In mature cells, the secondary wall is formed inner to the primary wall. Okay, in immature cells, the cell wall is consist of many layers. In immature cells, the cell wall is consist of immature cells like
2 layers, sir.
meristematic
2
tissue.
layers.
Yes, in meristematic tissue, the cell wall is consist of 2 layers. One is the
Middle
middle
lamella and primary wall.
and one is the primary wall. Right.
Sir, why is it called middle lamella, sir? It is outer layer, no, sir.
Yes, outer layer. Middle lamella is the outermost layer of cell wall.
Sir, is there any specific reason why it is called middle lamella, sir?
Yes, that is connecting in between the 2 adjacent cells, neighboring cells, holds the 2 neighboring cells.
Sir, what is the chemical composition of primary wall, sir?
Primary wall is made of cellulose, heavy cellulose, heavy cellulose. Yes, is it clear?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Immature cells, how many cell wall is consist of how many layers? 2 layers. Whereas in mature cells, mature cells example parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma, xylem, and phloem.
3 layers.
Yes, 3 layers are there. The secondary wall is formed inner to the primary wall. Secondary wall is formed towards the inner side of the primary wall. Right here, the outermost layer, the white layer is represent middle lamella. Next, yellow color layer is represent primary wall. Primary wall, the primary wall is the yellow color layer in a cell wall. Next, the blue color layer. So this layer, that means the secondary wall is formed towards inner side of the primary wall, not towards outer side, not towards the outer side of the primary wall. So the secondary wall is formed towards inner side, important for objective point of view, towards inner side. The secondary wall is formed towards the inner side of the primary wall. And the arrangement of the layers, chemical composition of the middle lamella for objective point of view. The middle lamella is act as the cement-like substances or glue-like substances. Gum-like substances. The chemical composition important of middle lamella. The middle lamella is chemically made up of the calcium pectate. The middle lamella holds the adjacent cells, neighboring cells. What is the chemical combination of middle lamella? Middle lamella is made of
Calcium pectate.
calcium pectate, right? Which layer of cell wall is act as a glue-like substances in between the adjacent cells.
Middle lamella.
Middle lamella. Option 1 is middle lamella. Option 2 is the primary one. Option 3 is the secondary one. Option 4 is the plasma membrane or cell membrane. So which option is correct answer? Which layer of cell wall is act as a glue?
Option 1, sir. Middle lamella.
The middle lamella is chemically made of. Option 1 is calcium pectate. Option 2 is cellulose. Option 3 is hemicellulose. Option 4 is towards.
Option 1.
Very good. Option 1 is calcium pectate. Chemical composition important regarding the cell wall. Right. And
Option 1, sir.
yes, very
Calcium
good.
nitrate.
Middle lamella chemical combination in the function. And arrange the following layers of cell wall in a centripetal order. Centripetal order. Centripetal order. Centripetal means from outermost towards the
Center.
towards inner side. Outermost towards inner side. Right. Towards the outer side, which is presented towards the outer middle lamella. Next, primary one. Next, inner to the primary one, which is presented. In a mature cells, arrange the following layers of cell walls in a centripetal order. The outermost layer is the middle lamella, and in between the middle lamella and secondary wall, the primary wall is present.
Primary wall.
Yes, towards inner side of the primary wall, that's the secondary wall is present. Secondary wall. ML middle lamella, PW primary wall, SW at secondary wall.
Sir, yes, secondary walls is also composed of cellulose, no, sir?
Secondary wall.
Yes, sir. Chemical composition.
Secondary wall chemical composition is varies depending upon types of tissues. For example, in xylem tissue, in the sclerodermatous tissue, that's made of lignin. Whereas in the cork tissue, the secondary wall is suberin.
Okay, sir.
Okay, that varies depending upon the types of tissues. Right. Arrange the following layers of cell wall in centripetal order. Centripetal means from outermost towards the innermost. So middle lamella, primary
Wall, secondary.
is secondary one. Centripetal. Centripetal. Middle lamella. Primary wall. Secondary wall. Centrifugal means from
Wall, primary wall, middle lamella.
towards
Secondary wall, primary wall, and middle lamella.
right. Secondary wall, very good. Secondary wall, primary wall, and middle. Secondary wall, primary wall, middle lamella. layers regarding this cell wall arrangement of the layers. They may ask, arrange the following layers of cell wall in mature cells. In mature cells, centripetal order, centrifugal order. Centripetal order means middle lamella, primary one, secondary one. Whereas in the centrifugal order means secondary one, primary one, middle one. Is it clear now? Do you have any notes regarding this? Have you written this arrangement centripetal, centrifugal?
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes.
So these, the adjacent cells are connected through the cytoplasmic bridges. Adjacent cells are connected through the cytoplasmic bridges. Here I drawn how many cells, adjacent cells, neighboring cells. 3 cells. So this is one cell, second cell, and third cell. 3 cells. So this is cell wall. Individual cells, middle lamella, secondary wall, middle lamella, primary wall, and that followed by secondary wall. The adjacent cells are connected through the cytoplasmic bridges. So these bridges are called, these structures are called as plasmodesmata.
Plasmodesmata.
Yes, plasmodesmata. The adjacent cells are connected through the cytoplasmic strands. The cytoplasmic bridges called as plasmodesmata. The plasmodesmata, what is the function of plasmodesmata? The plasmodesmatas are useful for the transfer of the small size of the molecules from one cell to the another cell. One cell to another cell. Like water and minerals can move from one cell to the another cell.
Sir, is it by osmosis or diffusion, sir? The moment of ions are
Diffusion process, like one of the example where the molecule.
Okay.
And its cellulose prevents the transfer of macromolecules from one cell to another cell. In the cytoplasm of the cell, the macromolecules, the cell organelles, like as the nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, mitochondrial organelle, chloroplast. So these cell organelles are not moves, they're not transferred from one cell to another cell. So it is act as a cell wall is act as a barrier. It prevents the transfer of macromolecules, useful for transfer of the micromolecules.
Sir, ribosomes
Is
can
it-
be transmitted, sir.
Yes.
Sir, ribosome is micromolecule, no, sir. It can be transmitted.
Ribosomes, the smallest cell organelle. And the water and minerals are the smaller, water molecules are the smaller than the ribosome cell organelles. Ribosome cell organelles are one.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
One cell to another cell. Is it clear? Right. So the cell wall is act as a barrier. It prevents the transfer of macromolecules it's useful for transfer of micromolecules through the plasmodesmata.
So cell wall doesn't allow the macromolecules, no, sir?
Yes, cell wall doesn't allow the transfer of macromolecules from one cell to another cell.
So then macromolecules are not transported from one cell to another, no, sir? Then how are they transported, sir?
Macromolecules, sir.
Yes, sir.
Macromolecules are not transferred. Micro are transferred from one cell to another cell.
Okay, sir.
Is it clear? Right.
Sir, starch cannot be transmitted, sir.
Starch.
Cannot be transported, sir.
Starch is transported through the specialized tissue. In leaves, food materials, mesophyll cells involved in the synthesis of food materials. Mesophyll cells in leaves involved in photosynthesis process, the synthesis of food material. The synthesized food materials are entered into the phloem tissue for transportation of the water minerals and food materials. Some complex tissues are involved. What is the function of mesophyll? Mesophyll is made of which tissue? The mesophyll is made of the parenchymatous tissue. Mesophyll. Here, the leaf. Inside the leaf, anatomically, the mesophyll cells are present. Mesophyll is made of parenchymatous tissue. Parenchyma is the simple permanent tissue. Parenchyma, here it is involved in the synthesis of the food materials. Synthesis of.
Sir, mesophyll cells are contained with parenchyma and spongy cells, no, sir?
Oh yes, that is undifferentiated. Differentiated mesophyll in dicots. Differentiated mesophyll means that is a polysaccharide parenchyma and a spongy parenchyma. Two types of the mesophyll present in leaves of dicots, whereas in monocots, only one type of mesophyll is present, either that polysaccharide parenchyma or spongy parenchyma. Polysaccharide spongy parenchymatous tissue differentiation is present in the dicot leaves, whereas in monocot leaves, only one type of mesophyll is present, either polysaccharide or spongy parenchyma. It's made of the mesophyll is made of which tissue? Parenchymatous tissue. Here the parenchyma is involved in photosynthesis. The synthesized food materials are the moves from transferred from the mesophyll cells to phloem tissue. Phloem tissue. The phloem is a complex permanent tissues. Permanent tissues are two types, mainly two types, based on whether they are made of similar type of cells or dissimilar. The similar type of tissues, some of the permanent tissues are made of similar type of cells, for example, parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Whereas in xylem and phloem tissues are made of different types of the cells. Different types of the cells, like as phloem, the sieve tube cells.
Companion cells.
Yes, sieve tube cells, companion cells, phloem parenchyma, and phloem fiber.
Sir, are these cells or components of phloem, sir?
Yes, the components, cells, sieve tube, one type of, companion, the second type, phloem parenchyma, third type, phloem fiber, the next fourth type of the cells. Phloem parenchyma is dead cell, the protoplasm is dead. And remaining sieve tube cells, companion cells, phloem parenchyma, the living cells. So here, this tissue, the phloem tissue, is involved in the flame is extended from leaves to stem, the stem to root. The phloem tissue, what is the function of phloem tissue? Here it's involved in transportation of the food materials. So some of the tissues are involved in transportation of food materials. Some of the tissues are involved in transportation of water and minerals. Some of the tissues are involved in photosynthesis process. Some of the tissues are involved in use the mechanical strength. So division of labor is there, depending upon the tissues. Here the phloem tissue is involved in translocation of the food materials from leaves to various parts of the plants. Some of the tissues performs the transportation of the food material like starch, carbohydrate. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right. So it is not required here. The function you have to remember the function of cell wall. The cell wall is used, the cell wall composition, the cell wall layers in the mature cells. The mature cells are consist of middle lamella, primary one, and secondary one. Chemical composition of middle lamella and chemical composition of cell wall in the bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms, and angiosperms and components. So this concept is not required. Don't write regarding this. Right, what is the next layer in plant cells?
Cell membrane.
Cell membrane.
Cell membrane. So now we have to know about the structure of the cell membrane. The cell membrane or plasma membrane. So cell membrane, the structure was discovered after the invention of electron microscope in the year 1950s. The cell membrane is consists of so this is a cell membrane. Cell wall, cell membrane. The cell membrane, if small segment of the cell membrane, the small segment of the cell membrane is seen under the electron microscope. Under the electron microscope, a small segment of the cell membrane. If the small segment of the cell membrane is seen under the electron microscope, how that's appeared? Draw the outline first of all. Draw the diagram. Later we will discuss about the structure of cell membrane.
To tilt the camera towards right.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please tilt the camera towards right?
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right. The small segment of the cell membrane.
What's the slime structure?
Yes.
Sir, what is the finger-like projection, sir?
These
What's that
are
slime structure?
lipid molecules, phospholipid molecules.
So can you spell it, sir?
Right.
Phospholipid molecule.
Phospholipid. Phospholipids.
Sir, in NCERT diagram, it's not mentioned or it's mentioned, sir.
It's mentioned phospholipids. Phospholipid molecules are present in cell membrane. These are arranged in
Cell membrane is made up of phospholipid molecules. Is it made up of that or is it present?
phospholipid molecules are present within the cell membrane. Arranged the two layers are phospholipid molecules. Look here, this is the one layer of phospholipid molecules and another layer of phospholipid molecules. So within the cell membrane, the phospholipid molecules are arranged in two rows. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So don't draw this one. This is it. Right. This within the cell membrane, no? This it's represent the one row of phospholipid molecules. Next, the second row of the phospholipid molecules. So within the cell membrane, no, phospholipid molecules are arranged in how many rows?
2 rows.
Two rows.
Right here, that outermost layer here I represented with yellow color charge phospholipid molecules, and the next another layer of the phospholipid molecules with the blue color charge. Right, phospholipid, a small segment of the cell membrane is seen under the electron microscope. A small segment of the cell membrane is seen under the electron microscope. That's appeared like this, phospholipid molecules. And proteins, some of the proteins. Protein molecules. It's a diagrammatic question. diagrammatic question. Diagram is also important for subjective point of view. So this concept is important for both subjective and objective point of view. Have you done this? It's a three-dimensional structure of the cell membrane, so a small segment of the cell membrane. Is it completed?
Yes, sir.
Just wait a minute.
So,
Done, sir.
all right.
Sir, in NCERT diagram, cholesterol is given, sir. Is that important, sir?
Yes, student.
Cholesterol they've given in this diagram.
Yes, yes. Okay, here the cell membrane, the erythrocyte of cell membrane, erythrocyte is the red blood cell. The erythrocyte of the cell membrane was studied under the electron microscope. The cell membrane, all the cell membranes, biological membranes, whether it is in a plant cell or in animal cell, all the cell organelles membranes, membrane of nucleus, membrane of vacuole, membrane of Golgi complex, membrane of mitochondria, membrane of chloroplast, membrane of vacuole, all the biological membranes, cell membrane and the cell organelles membranes also consist of phospholipid molecules, and the carbohydrates, proteins. So these are the protein molecules. Proteins. Right. Phospholipid molecules. How many layers of phospholipid molecules are present in the cell membrane? Two layers.
Two layers.
Two layers of the phosphor. Yes, very good. Two layers of phosphor within the cell membrane. Phospholipid molecules are arranged in rows. Phospholipid molecules are arranged in rows. So this is one row of phospholipid molecule, and the next another row of phospholipid molecules. Phospholipid. Here I drawn only the phospholipid molecules. Within the cell membrane, the two rows of phospholipid molecules are present. Each phospholipid molecule consists of two parts. One is head and tail. Head and tail. So this is the head part of phospholipid molecule and the tail part of the phospholipid. Each phospholipid molecule. The two rows of phospholipid molecules are arranged in two rows within the cell membrane. Each phospholipid molecule is consist of the two parts. One is the head and second one is the tail. The head part, where it is located? The head part is located towards the outer surface of the cell membrane, whereas the tail part is located towards the inner side of the cell membrane. Tail part of phospholipid molecules, or tail parts located towards inner side of the cell membrane. Head part is located towards the outer side. Where the head part of the phospholipid molecules are located?
Inner side.
Is towards the outer surface of the cell membrane, whereas tail parts are located towards
Inner side.
towards
Inner side.
towards the inner side. Right? The characters of the cell membrane, the remaining characters we will discuss next class. Do you have any doubts now regarding this today's session?
No doubt, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
No, thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
You're welcome.